welcome to another jewelry making video brought to you by Keepsake Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make two pairs of adorable earrings using these little bow charms and cube beads. This is a project I've been wanting to try for a while. Fire Mountain Gems, and I don't know if any place else, but you can probably find them elsewhere, carries these adorable little bow charms. And if you look in the Fire Mountain Gems website or in their catalog, they will tell you which charms go with which cube beads. They fit inside, and let me show you the effect. When you slide it on a head pin, so you slide a cube bead on, slide a bow charm on, and you get the look of a little wrapped package. It's really truly adorable. Let's see, just to let you know, these ones, these larger ones, are 16 by 9 millimeter beads, and the cubes are 8 by 8 millimeter beads that fit in them. Now these little ones, I'll tell you about them in a minute. I'm going to do something a little different. But these are 14 by 10 millimeter charms, and they actually fit perfectly over these ones, which are 4 millimeter, but I'll talk about those more in a minute. So to get started, we'll just go ahead and put a cube bead, an 8 millimeter cube, on our head pin. Oops, wait a minute. I'm going to start with one of my accent beads. So my little accent bead, then a cube, and then a crimp. And the reason I added these little tiny crimp beads, like I said, a little smaller than seed beads, is I just felt like the bows needed a little bit of room, just a little bit of space in between them and the cube. Just my personal preference. You can put them however you want. And I also put another one above the bow, and then finished off with my second accent bead. Of course, you can string these however you want. You could certainly keep it very simple and just put these two components on, and then continue with the directions, and you'd have something a little bit simpler. So that's entirely up to you. Next, we're just going to make a loop. So you want to grab, with chain nose pliers, grab the wire right where it comes out of the last bead that you put on, and bend that wire at a 90-degree angle. Next, take round nose pliers and tuck the round part right into that bend, and then wrap as far as you can over the round nose pliers. And then go ahead and reposition your round nose pliers, and finish that loop. Now, since these are rather precious, these Swarovski crystals, but it's hard to say, and I don't want to risk losing them, so I am going to do a wrapped loop, and that's where you just continue, wrap around that little bit of shank there, that space that was created by your chain nose pliers when you made the bend, and make a couple wraps with the remaining bit of your wire. And then what you need are some nice flush cut wire cutters, and we're just going to cut off that excess as close as you can get it. Okay, and then use your chain nose pliers to tuck that in. Be sure to feel with your fingers, make sure there's no sharp bits. And if you need to, go ahead and grab that loop and kind of straighten it out, make it a little bit more round. And then you just open up your ear wire, put that loop on, and close up the ear wire, making sure it's nice and secure. And repeat to make the second earring. So here I'm back, and you can see I've completed both earrings. This would be a great project to make for somebody for their birthday, using beads that are the color of their birthstones, or of course for Christmas is obvious, but I think I would wear them all year round. I wanted to show you something. Whoops, wrong way. Well, there you go, nice close up. But I wanted to show you something. While I was finishing, sorry, am I making you dizzy? Not my intention. While I was finishing these, this was the first one that I did of the second pair, the second of the pair. And you can see I made an absolute mess of that wrapped loop. So if that happens to you, don't worry. Yeah, this is just base metal. It's not anything precious. So I cut it off and tossed it out. And if you had made it out of sterling silver head pins or wires, you just put it in a bowl to save and recycle. But this happens to all of us occasionally, frequently. They don't come out perfect. So let's now move on to our second pair of earrings with the smaller bows. Now, like I said, in the catalog, they said that these 14 by, it's 10.5 millimeter bows would actually go with these little itty bitty 4 millimeter bows. And that's what they look like when they're strung onto a head pin. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that looks pretty dinky. So I had dutifully placed my order, and I got these gorgeous fuchsia beads, which I just think, I love this color. Of course, it's, yeah, you can tell I love this color. These are called Siam. It's an amazing deep, deep red. And I was kind of disappointed because I didn't like the look, but I'll use those for something else. By the way, these ones are called Purple Velvet. That's the color. And these ones, these blue ones, are called Caribbean, or Caribbean, if you like. And instead of using these dinky little fuchsia ones, as much as I adore the fuchsia, I wish I had gotten them in 8 millimeter, I'm going to use the larger beads. And I'm going to put them together a little bit differently than the purple ones. So to make these, you will need two 14 by 10.5 bow charms, two 8 millimeter crystal cube beads, two head pins, two eye pins, again 4 of those little crimp beads or seed beads, and then 2 ear wires. So we're going to put these together in a slightly different sequence, and that I'm going to put a crimp bead on because I don't have a decorative head pin here. If I had a decorative one like the gold ones, I'd probably skip this. But that I'm going to put the crimp and then a cube bead and make a wrapped loop just the way we did here. The next step will be an eye pin going into the bow, and then another crimp bead just for a little bit of spacing, and then make another wrapped loop here. So I'll be back when that's all done. So here we have our 2 crystals, each with a wrapped loop, and our 2 little bows, each with a wrapped loop. To finish it up, we just need to add them to each other and to the ear wires. So you actually get a little bit more dangle in these earrings than in the other ones because you have 2 separate components. So you just want to open up this eye that's at the bottom of your bow, slide on one of the loops up with the crystal, and close it up. Make sure it's nice and secure. Like I said, you pay for those Swarovskis, so you don't want to lose them. Okay, and then open up an ear wire, same way. Whoops. There we go. And put the loop that's on the bow. And close it up. And there you have it. Repeat to make your other earring. So here's another look at the 2 pairs of earrings that we made today. I think they're super cute. They're a fun little project and a great way of using some slightly expensive materials in a not too expensive way. So thank you so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos, and thank you so much to all of you who have taken the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You are all very much appreciated. Be sure to check out keepsakecrafts.net blog for more crafting and sewing and everything creative ideas and inspiration. Have a good one. Bye-bye.